Okay. We are just doing his head, and I picked a white one. He's not going to be white. He's going to be all different colors, crazy colors. Like this in here might be blue, have a little purple, a little teal. You'll have phthalo blue, viridian green, pinks. So we'll pick not more than, I don't know. I would say not more than 5, but maybe we'll just try to do 3. I don't know. We'll see. But his head, we're going to do his head big. So I'm going to make his horn. And if you don't want to do the horns, you do not have to do the horns. But I'm going to try and here's this fur goes up over, and this might be, he's not going to be centered. So I'm going to come this way a little bit more. I do want his head to be quite big. Okay, that's really how I did that. Okay, so I'm going to move this over. Find an eraser. Oh, yeah, here you are. Okay. All right, and then I'm going to try to just sketch light. I don't want to have a bunch of, I'm not a pencil line girl, so here we go. And then we have we gotta bring this down. And one thing when you are making a line, leave your original line, okay? So that was too thin. So leave your original line, do the line that you want, and then erase the line you don't want. And the reason to do that is because I don't know our brains, but you'll keep putting it. It'll help you get the line that you want, where you want it. Okay, so here we go out. And his eyes come out. And think of a skull, but his eyes come out. And this is not a great, this is pretty light. Okay. And there, right in here. Right here. You know, they don't look at you. Their animal eyes do not. They're not in front like ours are. And I think, okay, his head's going to go off. This is not a big enough piece of paper. But that's okay. I think it'll work. We're going to do it like this. And this actually goes out here. And then we have his ears. He looks a little bit like a pig right now, but we will change that. Okay. We have this right here. This is really a bad, didn't print very well. I just changed my ink. Okay, and then we have this ear coming down here. Okay. All right. So take your biggest brush and I should have moved his horns up. But you're going to get him wet. And these are the, I know some people really don't like these because it does kind of come into your watercolor, but you can take that off. I like it because it makes my pencil lines disappear. And I can use them to almost need my phone. Let's see if I can make this bigger on my computer. Oh, good. I did. Yay, that'll help me a lot. Okay. So his eyes actually come out here. It's amazing what you can do when you can see. Okay. And then this comes down in here. And we have a lot of shadow right here. And up in here. Okay. So, I'm just going to get some crazy color. I'm going to wet him. Then we're going to start here. And this is actually quite white right here. Okay. So, no pressure. All right. I am going to do yellow. Just you can add so much. So we're going to put some here. I'm putting some here. Those little ears. The bottom here. And this is not wet, but that's okay. And then we're not being careful. That's pretty much the fun thing. And we want to, there, okay. So I'm going to come in with, so you're going to use your scarlet, I think you have a scarlet red. You can use that or you can use your rose. And we're going to come up here, real fun. The inside, like that. Maybe. Okay. And then we're going to get cobalt blue. Making purple, just for y'all to notice. We are putting it in, but we made it up. And then we're coming around here and put some green. Okay. So I do want things to be defined somewhat so it looks like we want it to look, right? There we go. All right. So I'm going to put this here. And we're coming out in here. We are going to use lifting that off. It's not where I want it. Okay. Oh, he's looking crazy. Okay, so I'm tightening it up. And getting a cobalt blue and putting that over here. Okay. Now I'm coming back. And, you know, truly this is a little scary process because you're going, oh my gosh, I'm out of control. But you just keep being patient and you keep working your painting. And don't get too freaked out. So I'm going to come back. And this is just another way to put paint on the paper. Okay. Okay. All right, so we're coming in, and I have the cobalt, and I'm putting it over the pink. And then we have it down here. Okay, we can. So I'm going to make a big deal out of this nose here. Okay. Gonna get some blue. I do use y'all laugh at me, but I do use a lot of blue. I use a lot of purple. And I certainly don't want the horns to be too all that. You want them to be and we're splattering our okay. I think this is dry enough. To put this eye in. Okay. So I'm gonna bring this out. Okay, and now we are going to do this a little bit, and especially here. And I don't want too big of splatters, but we are going to splatter. Oh, and I certainly need to get rid of this right here. So I don't want that. That would be weird. So why don't we do some pink? There we go. All right. So we're gonna, I never do that. You'll know that. But I'm just playing. This is kind of just being kind of silly. And okay. And then we have some yellow. We're splattering all the colors. And then I'll let him dry and we'll see how we do. Okay. Oop, I splattered me, man. Okay. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna let him dry and then we'll come back in and we'll refine his eyes. And I actually think I really like this horn because it's all hairy-carry. This one's a little too careful, but we'll see. Okay.